Same sun, right? Same sun. Just moving this tube. The light is in one place. I'm just moving the tube. Sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, boom. Okay, I'm going to, apparently, again, I'm not normal. I'm schizophrenic. I'm bipolar. I'm whatever it is. But still, I'm doing the videos. Does it matter, Mr. Wong, what I am? Maybe I am Wong. Schizophrenic, the ability to go into the alter world relationship. Imagine if everything is this. Everything is 3/4. The only way to get the full life is to have this plug-in, right? We plug it in. See the way we plug it into this over here? Now I have this side and that side. I can keep changing what's in the water over here, so I'm moving around the oceans. We can be stuck to the earth this way. Do you know what down is? Your relationship to down is me sitting down. But the reality is, I'm completely sideways. There is no magnetic pull this way. The magnetic pull is this way, so we all feel like we're on the right side up. Here, I can put in the magic cube. So does it get put in this way, or does it get put in this way? One part being the oceans, and obviously it's on an angle. It has to be on an angle. I can't explain it, but 45 is that angle. That's the angle and the passage and the slide right through the sun. A little bit less, a little bit more, but never straight down. You can't come straight down through the sun because you'll end up in the sun. 90-degree drop. If I'm starting from that world and I go 90 degrees, I just drop down into the same world. But this brings me down and over into the next world. Step number 1. Step number 2 is we have a complete life over here, but we must split the life. So we fold it. Now all of a sudden, look at that. There's no life up here because it's been folded over, but I still have the life on the other side. It's now doubled, right? It's now doubled. One part with the, do I not say it properly? Look, I have a whole life, but there's only 3 parts of it because one part had to be duplicated and recreated. Try to get that in your head. If you can imagine it, if you can understand it. Now we're going to take a full piece of paper. Imagine if the reality of my life is only in this corner, or only the top half. And I fold the top half, okay, and I complete to bring my life into the other world. But now you need the matrix, the altered life. So they take that and they now split it this way. I now am one whole life that was brought, split between 2 eggs in the woman, and then brought into the matrix, into this one simple little corner. The reflective of my life is this little fishbowl over here, or could be the fishbowl over here. I don't know how I should do it. How did the oceans get put in? Here's my 2 walls and the sunshine, the reflective life. I come from the other world in here. I reflect on here and I live to here. We need an opening to come into this world. So if we're coming into this world through that opening, we lose that part of its creation. Do you understand? Do you understand? Right? If this is the whole thing, I'm going in through here so we can forget about this side, and I'm coming out through here. So I'm living on this side, but the entire universe, I'm not living. Let's count this as the entire universe. Do I explain things right? Nah. Schizophrenic. Oh, how you doing, buddy? Come on. Must be Johnny Blue. Let me blow your horn. Must be Moses coming down from the hill. But I'm schizophrenic. Anyways, I was talking about partial alphabets in my last video. And that partial alphabet is going to come down to over here, where we count 1 to 13, which is A and M, or AM. You remember they talk about AM and PM, right? AM and PM. Let's say we go all through the alphabet. So we get, from the AM, we get AM. 14 through 26, North America. North America, Arizona. Exit, come, air zone. Exit, cooperative, sun. This is the sun. ME creates 4 and 5. D, this is D, altered current delta angle. Where do I get all of this? I get it all in these words. Zone A, pi, 14 and 15th letter, 5 and 6, that is the F group, okay? All rise or Aries, starting with months, where Aries, angel resident, risotto, Italy, all rise, pi, the breaking up, North America. Now, I'm not here to tell you exactly what something is. I'm only here to make one person's mind will awaken out of billions. Everybody else on here is going to waste your time watching me. You're going to waste your time watching me. You go to a movie, you watch a movie, you wasted your time. Were you taking part in the movie? Were you enjoying the movie? Creation. You're on this planet. You're not nice to somebody, and I'm nuts. Totally nuts. Come off a tree. Squirrel picks me up, buries me in his cheeks, puts me away for the winter time so he has something to snack on. So I'm here to snack on. Why are we on this planet? Why are we here? Why are you here? Have you ever thought of the existence of something higher than yourself? How about this? Even though we've been here for billions of years, parts of this universe keep breaking off. How do I know? I don't. But it could be. I had an idea. Everybody has some sort of idea. So the creation of our ideas as the insects of what we are can help. How can we help? Who knows? But somehow when we go back to where we came from, we will be helping in the survival of our universe. Our combustion of energy together, working together, of the wanting and the will to survive, to keep the bubble of this universe from collapsing down on us and turning us into hard, flaky dust. I want to bring back Arizona, and we spoke about this. Communication, the spirit, the altered current, 4 and 5, numeric value in the sun, also the letter, the E family of D. The external law, the vibrance, cabbage. What did I say? Nothing. Can't see in the light. Got to get some of this light out of the way. Anyways, I just want to show you that the 1 to 13 is A. First of all, the alphabet is A to Z. The first part of the alphabet ends in M, and the second part of the alphabet begins in N. So it's, to me, it's New Mexico and Arizona, which becomes the IT system, the external IT system that comes through the sun, through the moon and the sun, because to create this over here, M as the 13th letter, 1 and 3 equals to 4. This is the 5th letter, 4 and 5. 45, 4 and 5 creates the words foxhole in the sun, and fox is 6, 6, and 6. Okay, we create this as being the ocean because 13th letter and 5th letter creates 18 as the R, and it says mare. And mare means ocean or sea, to see us coming through the ocean. 3 and 15 is 3 and 6, and that is your creation of 3 times 6, 3 plus 6, through the big red sun. Coming of the ocean, something to do with the energy of the big red sun. When you see this M letter, it is a configuration of the word federation, because it is a 1, a V, and a 1 that creates the creation of this letter. Inside Arizona, you have A and I world, artificial intelligence, inside the system of the air we breathe, inside the molecules that are taken into our body, breathe in through our heart, and re-stamping out new realities. zone, one zone, or 0. NE, you can call that the, if you want, we can put that into northeast. We can say 55, which is the spirit of 76, because N is the 14th letter that is after the death. 1, 4, and 5, 514, the water system that comes from the area 514 Montreal, or communication that comes out of Quebec, and now the power lines and the power and the energy that are going towards and into North America or Eastern North America are now bringing in new information in which no way can we ever understand this. How can we understand anything? How can we understand something unless we can create it in a mathematical sense of science that we can understand it? But since we don't, I must be schizophrenic or crazy. Ja, bond. We did this before, so I'm not going to do it again. I want to talk about the second sense of the alphabet. The second sense of the alphabet actually starts at 10. Ends at 13, starts at 10, okay? And that is, again, I'm going to try and make this up so you understand. What I'm trying to say is the second part of 1 is now 10, but this is a red one, and the 10 is a black one. When we start again, we're at 19. When we bring it to the next level, it's 28, and all of a sudden, we created this cycle to the moon. Now, what I want to get to is we may have 1 week, 7 days, in which we have 5 days and 2 days, but we have not encompassed the weekend of the 2 days, which is the link between Saturday and Sunday, the last day and the first day. So we go 5 days, 1 and 1 day, and then we go 5 days, 5 to 5. Then we go another 2 days. So what we have is 5. Let me write this down. So then we have 5 days, and we have 2 days, and we have 5 days, where this is 1 and 1 day in the weekend. Then we have, and 2 days, where we have these two, okay? And this is where the word key fits in, because the letter is key A, and 2-5, the 25th letter, the 5th letter, and the 11th letter says key. So we now have this which fits in, because these two are in the middle of these two, right? 5-7-2. When you create this, this will tell us about the moon. But until we do this, we haven't done anything. So between 5 and 5, it's 2-5-2, which is the magical number of 1 and 1 again, right? 1 and 1 because we link. So this 2 is showing me that we're linking 1 and 1. So how we should read this, I do not know. And inside the 5 days is actually 2-1-2. So we're seeing actually 1 over here, and we're seeing our 11 over here. So when we go down to the game of blackjack, we have the ace value 1 joining the completion of the week of 2 and 2, and we have the weekend where 11 will now create my 1 and 1. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 will 3 and 2 equals to 5. 2 days, 1 day, and 2 days, the beta creation. And the middle day here will be Wednesday, and the Spanish will say miraculous. And I always look at that word as a miracle. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6 equals 42, and 13 equals to a total of 55 or 29, equals to a total of 84 or 75. So through Pluto and the moon, or G and E, because numeric value for moon, okay, is 57. So I don't care which way it is. I'll just do it the same way. Electric company runs through the moon. 7, 7, 7, 7. This is your rotation, but they go rotation is 7, 7, 7 because we start over. I get the first 7, I get the second 7, I get the third 7, and the last 7 starts over again from this 7 over here, because this will be the connecting part of the 7. So this will be 7, 7, 7. We connect the 7. We have the 4 7s in the machine, and we've started over to the other side. Over here, getting this fourth 7. You know, when we play the roulette machines, not the roulette machines, is it roulette? No, we play the slot machines, and you have all these 7s. Well, this can be one expression of these 7s. We can do it again. We can do 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, and where we'll get 7, and where we'll get 7, and where we'll get 7, and where we'll get 7. And what this is actually, I didn't do this 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 7s, right? And then if we add and minus, we end up with 55. 775. 77 times 75 is 5775, and we multiply it, we'd end up with 666 and 6. But anyways, this is Hycock and Gornished. 15 minutes of your time in a video that took you where? I'm going to probably get some art pieces out of this. Even if I was schizophrenic, you probably wouldn't make it to this part of the video. Really doesn't make a difference. If I am, again, when I go back to this design here, that can be rotating around. See that center, right? That center be rotating around. The T, there's a, on the bottom over here can be a cube, and inside that cube over here will actually be ball bearings to let it rotate around the flat part. There was one other thing I wanted to mention, and that's the N and the Z. The N shows that it comes from the top part over here of 1, and it drops all the way into 9. And the H, I said Z, but the Z is something different. And the H shows that it comes from the center POTUS. So we're coming from the center. Now, in order to do this, I must have a minimum of 2. If I have 3 lines to create my N, I can no longer find a lower center to create my H. So I will now need an enlarged center because, do you follow? There's nothing in the center to find center in here, so I would have to create an X. So now if I have an X with my H, it will explain that I can now split the half-life of a square. It's really and truthfully, I'm not even sure how to mention that. I think I mixed up this whole video. I'm not very happy with this video. I shouldn't even upload this video. But just in case, I just have to do it. Anyways, let's get on to one more thing. A to Z, N to Z, first half, second half. Now, if we want to start the alphabet from J, that means the 27th letter, okay, which would be the Q letter. The 28th letter would be R, the 29th, S, the 30th is T. So what letter would we end up with over here? It would be 36. The 36th letter would be the Z. If we started from 19, the 1929, 19, the 19th letter would be the 19th letter. The 19th letter, if I started the 19th letter, sorry, I made a mistake. If I started the alphabet at 10A, okay, the 26th letter would be, sorry, the 26 letters from here, which would be add 9 on, which would be the 35th letter. Is that right? What would be the Z letter? What number would Z be? Would it be 35 or 36? And if we start at 19 as A, what would Z be? And if we started at 28 as A, what would Z be? And this is in regular numerics. If I went in gematria, I'd go 10A, 11B, 12C, 13D, 14E, 15F, 16 would be G, where the P would be. Raphael, in a way too long video that I believe went nowhere, you know, just because I keep thinking of the Eternal Seven, right? The Eternal Seven. And James also reminds me of Mary Jane in where was it? Mary Jane, was that in Superman? And then was it Jane also with Spider-Man? And all these connections because James, all the connections to Jack, all the basic J and A coming together. 1 and 10, the 2 parts of the first part of the alphabetic creation, the 10 world, the child, okay, the 2 worlds coming together, the spirit of 55, Raphael 7286, and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.